Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt like your energy just disappeared overnight? Like no matter how early you go to bed or how well you sleep, you're still dragging yourself out of bed like a zombie? Well, you're not alone. I get it. As we get older, our energy levels naturally decline, and even small daily tasks can feel like climbing a mountain. But here's the good news: boosting your morning energy doesn't have to cost a fortune or require complicated routines. In fact, there are some incredibly simple, cheap, and effective ways to wake up your body and feel alive again. And today I'm going to share them with you. Stick with me because these aren't just generic tips, they're practical, science backed, and easy to implement starting tomorrow morning. First, let's talk about something most of us completely underestimate: water. I know, you've probably heard it a million times, but hear me out. Overnight, your body goes several hours without water, and even mild dehydration can make you feel sluggish, foggy, and completely drained. So, one of the cheapest, easiest ways to give your energy a boost is literally in your hands: a glass of water as soon as you wake up. And here's a little trick: add a slice of lemon if you want a gentle detox effect, a bit of flavor, and a tiny shot of vitamin C. It wakes up your metabolism, signals your body that it's time to get moving, and can even help with digestion throughout the day. Think about it this way: that one small glass of water costs almost nothing, but the energy it gives you, priceless. Next up, movement. And no, I don't mean running a marathon or lifting heavy weights first thing in the morning. I'm talking about a gentle, simple movement that gets your blood flowing and your muscles awake. Even just 5 minutes of stretching, shoulder rolls, or marching in place can make a huge difference. Our bodies were designed to move, and when we sit or lie still for too long, blood flow slows, our joints stiffen, and our brain struggles to feel alert. By spending a few minutes getting your blood pumping, you're telling your body that it's time to wake up and be alert. It's amazing how even a tiny movement can shift your energy levels dramatically. And the best part, it costs absolutely nothing. Let's talk about breakfast for a moment. I know a lot of people skip it or grab something quick and sugary, thinking it will give them energy. But here's the truth: sugar is a trap. It spikes your blood sugar and gives you a temporary burst of energy, but it crashes fast, leaving you feeling more tired than before. Instead, focus on cheap, high protein, energy boosting foods. Eggs, oats, yogurt, or even a handful of nuts can provide slow burning energy that keeps you alert for hours. And if money is tight, don't worry. You can rotate inexpensive options like beans, whole grain bread, or even peanut butter, which is high in protein and healthy fats. The key is to fuel your body with the nutrients it actually needs to create energy, rather than relying on quick fixes like sugar or caffeine alone. Speaking of caffeine, I know I'm going to get some pushback here, but hear me out. A moderate cup of coffee or green tea in the morning can be a great energy booster, but the trick is not to overdo it. Too much caffeine can cause jitters, anxiety, or a mid-morning crash. The ideal approach is one small cup, preferably black or with minimal sugar, and then allow your body to rely on healthy habits for the rest of your energy. And if you're sensitive to caffeine, green tea is an excellent alternative. It has a little caffeine, but also antioxidants that improve brain function and overall vitality. Plus, it's cheap. A box of tea bags can last weeks, and the energy benefits are incredible. Now, here's a game changer that most seniors completely overlook. Morning sunlight. It's free, it's natural, and it's incredibly effective. Your body has an internal clock called the circadian rhythm, and it thrives on light cues. Exposure to sunlight in the morning helps regulate this clock, boosts your mood, increases alertness, and even improves sleep quality at night. So if you can, open the curtains, step outside for a quick 5 to 10 minute walk, or simply sit by a sunny window. It's amazing how just a few minutes of light can make you feel more awake and ready to tackle the day without spending a single penny. Another cheap and effective method is deep breathing exercises. When we're tired or stressed, we tend to take shallow breaths, which means our body isn't getting enough oxygen. Oxygen is energy. So something as simple as taking 5 deep, slow breaths right after you wake up can increase oxygen flow to your brain, calm your nervous system, and make you feel more alert. Combine this with a gentle stretch, and you're essentially hitting the reset button for your body, starting the day with more focus and energy. It costs nothing and only takes a minute or two. Let's not forget the power of a consistent morning routine. When you wake up at the same time every day, your body starts to anticipate it. It's several. Your energy systems begin to operate more efficiently, and you'll notice that getting out of bed becomes easier. Even if you don't have a strict schedule, creating simple rituals like drinking water, stretching, and breakfast at roughly the same time every day signals to your body that it's time to wake up and perform. Routine creates rhythm, and rhythm creates energy. Something else I want to mention that often gets ignored is mental stimulation. Your brain is a huge part of your energy system. Your brain is a huge part of your energy system. Starting your day with a mental boost can help you feel sharper and more awake. This could be as simple as reading a few pages of a book, listening to an uplifting podcast, solving a small puzzle, or even reviewing your day's plan. Engaging your mind signals to your body that the day is starting and sets a productive, energetic tone. It's a cheap, effective way to kickstart your mornings, and it doesn't require fancy equipment or gym memberships. Music is another surprisingly effective energy booster. If you've ever noticed how a lively song can make you want to get up and dance, that's no coincidence. Music affects your brain, mood, and motivation. In the morning, playing upbeat, positive songs while you're getting ready, preparing breakfast, or even during your morning stretches can create a sense of excitement and wakefulness. And the best part is, streaming services or even your own old CDs can provide endless options, all for free or very low cost. Hydration, movement, breakfast, sunlight, breathing, routine, mental stimulation, and music. These are all strategies you can implement immediately, and the cost is negligible. But there's one last tip I want to leave you with, and this one is often the most overlooked: gratitude and positive thinking. Starting your morning with a positive thinking, starting your morning with a positive mindset isn't just good for your mood, it actually affects your energy levels. Taking a moment to reflect on something you're grateful for, or setting a positive intention for the day, can shift your mental state from sluggies to alertness. Your brain and body are connected, and when you start the day feeling good, your energy naturally rises. Now, I know implementing all of these might feel like a lot at first, but here's the thing. You don't need to do them all at once. Start small. Pick one or two that feel easiest, like a glass of water and a 5-minute stretch, and build from there. Over time, these simple, inexpensive habits compound, and you'll notice a big difference in how energized and alive you feel every morning. And here's a little secret. Seniors often underestimate how much control they actually have over their energy levels. Age might slow us down, but it doesn't mean we have to live each day tired and drained. By making small, intentional choices, we can wake up with energy, clarity, and enthusiasm without spending a fortune on supplements, fancy equipment, or expensive health programs. These methods are accessible, cheap, and effective, and they work. So tomorrow morning, when your alarm goes off, try this. Drink a glass of water, step into a little sunlight, do a few stretches, take deep breaths, and play a song that makes you smile. Watch how your energy responds. Over time, incorporate a high-protein breakfast, a mental boost, and a small cup of tea or coffee if you like. Stick with it, and you'll be amazed at how your mornings transform. Remember, energy isn't something that magically disappears as we age. It's a resource we can nurture and grow with simple, consistent habits. Start small, start cheap, and start today. Your mornings and your whole day will never be the same. Thank you for sticking with me. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with a friend who could use a little morning energy boost. And tell me in the comments which one of these tips you're going to try first. I read every single comment, and I love hearing how these small changes make a big difference in your life. Here's to waking up every morning feeling energized, alive, and ready to enjoy your day to the fullest. You deserve it, and it doesn't have to cost you a fortune. One of the most powerful things seniors can do to boost their morning energy is actually surprisingly simple and inexpensive, and it starts with habits that cost almost nothing but have a huge impact. First, think about what happens overnight. Your body goes several hours without water, and even mild dehydration can make you feel sluggish, foggy, and completely drained the moment you wake up. That's why the very first thing you should do when you open your eyes is reach for a glass of water. It doesn't need to be fancy, and it doesn't need to be cold or flavored, although adding a slice of lemon is a nice touch if you want some extra vitamin C and a subtle flavor. That glass of water alone signals your body that it's time to wake up, jumpstarts your metabolism, and helps prepare your digestive system for the day ahead. It's such a simple action, but it makes a noticeable difference, and it costs almost nothing. Next, movement plays a huge role in energizing your mornings. And it doesn't have to mean hitting the gym or doing anything intense. Even a few minutes of gentle stretching, shoulder rolls, or marching in place can get your blood flowing and your muscles awake. When your body is still for too long, Your joints stiffen, circulation slows, and your brain struggles to feel alert, so taking a few moments to get your blood pumping naturally wakes you up. It's remarkable how just 5 minutes of intentional movement can shift your energy levels and help you feel more alive, and you don't need to spend a penny to do it. Breakfast is another critical factor that directly influences your energy. Yet, and it's important to focus on nutrient dense, affordable options. Many people think a sugary pastry or cereal is a quick energy fix, but those foods only give you a temporary spike and then a crash that leaves you even more tired. Instead, simple and inexpensive foods like eggs, oats, yogurt, beans, peanut butter, or whole grain bread provide slow burning energy that keeps you alert for hours. By choosing the right foods, you're giving your body the building blocks it needs to produce energy efficiently. And you don't have to spend a fortune to do it. The key is consistency and making sure you're fueling your body rather than relying on sugar or caffeine alone. Even caffeine, when used strategically, can be an effective, cheap booster. A small cup of coffee or green tea can improve alertness without causing jitters or crashes, especially if you avoid adding sugar and heavy cream. Green tea, in particular, is inexpensive, full of antioxidants, and gives a mild energy boost that feels natural. Combined with proper hydration, movement, and a nutritious breakfast, this creates a foundation for a morning that leaves you feeling awake and ready to start your day. Sunlight is another free but powerful tool that seniors often overlook. Exposure to natural light first thing in the morning helps regulate your circadian rhythm, improves your mood, increases alertness, and even improves sleep quality at night. Simply opening the curtains or stepping outside for a few minutes can make a huge difference in how awake and energized you feel, and it costs absolutely nothing. When you combine these simple habits, hydration, gentle movement, nutritious breakfast, a modest caffeine boost, and sunlight, you create a natural energy system that supports your body and mind without requiring expensive supplements or complicated routines. Another key factor in boosting morning energy for say, NORS is recognizing how much your mind and routine affect your overall alertness and vitality. Energy isn't just about what you eat or how you move. It's deeply connected to your mental state and the habits you practice consistently. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to harness this is by creating a reliable morning routine that signals to your body and brain that it's time to wake up. When you wake up at roughly the same time every day, your internal clock or circadian rhythm starts to regulate itself and your body begins to anticipate activity. This means you're more likely to feel alert and ready for the day even before you have that first cup of coffee. Routine provides structure and rhythm is one of the most powerful tools for sustaining energy naturally without expensive gadgets or supplements. Mental stimulation is another overlooked yet vital component of morning energy. Your brain thrives on engagement, and starting the day with something that challenges or uplifts it can dramatically change how awake you feel. This could be as simple as reading a few pages of a book, solving a crossword, listening to a podcast, or reviewing your day's plan. Engaging your mind first thing sends signals to your body that it's time to focus, boosting your cognitive alertness and preventing the sluggish, foggy feeling many seniors experience. Even a few minutes of intentional mental activity can set a positive tone that lasts for hours and helps your energy levels remain steady. Music is a surprisingly effective tool to enhance energy, and it's something almost anyone can access cheaply or for free. Listening to upbeat, lively music while you go about your morning routine, whether you're stretching, preparing breakfast, or simply enjoying a cup of tea, can improve mood, motivation, and overall alertness. Music triggers the brain's reward and pleasure, enters, increasing dopamine and giving you a subtle but noticeable boost. Pairing mental stimulation with music creates a synergistic effect, making your mornings feel more energized and enjoyable without any cost. Positive thinking and gratitude also play a role that many people underestimate. Starting your day by reflecting on something you're grateful for, setting an intention, or visualizing a successful day can shift your mental state from lethargy to alertness. Your brain and body are interconnected, and a positive mindset helps your nervous system operate efficiently, supporting your energy naturally. Even just a minute or two of consciously thinking positively can make your body feel lighter, your mind sharper, and your energy levels higher. Consistency is the secret ingredient. Implementing these practices day after day compounds the benefits. By combining a stable morning routine, mental engagement, music, and positive thinking, seniors can experience a noticeable transformation in how energized they feel. It's not about doing everything perfectly or all at once, but about integrating small, intentional actions that support both mind and body. Over time, these practices become second nature, creating mornings that feel vibrant and days that feel more manageable and enjoyable when you understand that energy comes not just from food or movement, but also from mental stimulation, positive mindset, and predictable routines. You gain control over your mornings in a way that's accessible, cheap, and sustainable. It's empowering to realize that something as simple as how you start your day can influence your alertness, focus, and mood for the rest of the day, and that seniors have the ability to build these habits without spending money or relying on complex solutions.